What's good, y'all? We back. Today we'll be looking at Death Battle Kratos versus Asura. You know, I'm pretty familiar with Kratos. Asura, I haven't played Asura's Wrath games, but the only God of War game I played is like the first three. I haven't played like the reboot, but I'm gonna go with Kratos just off the strength.
Kratos versus Asura.
Holy. Asura look tough. God dang, I ain't gonna lie. Just off looking at him, full glaze, nah, he do look tough.
In the face, he's wears an iron boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's get it. Let's see.
In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence, a series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang!
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Oh no, this is good.
Starting a whole messy cycle, Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son.
Playing God of War for the first time is crazy.
His own son, Kratos.
As a classic...
Dang, 7-8. Instead of killing, he need to be grabbing some rebounds. What the frick? Man, the Lakers need a center, man. What's going on?
Bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Yeah.
Destroy these guys who are kicking my ass.
Nigga had to pull a trump card.
A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bone with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords, and basically a badass
going on a rampage, bro.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his...
But my thing is this, though. It's like the Oracle told him when he got into that specific village, the Oracle told him, like, bro, you don't want to go in there, bro. You not ready for it. You may think you that, you know, I mean, Kratos is him. But like, you know, you may think with all the success and all the wins you've been getting, you really don't want to get in there, man. You gonna find something that you don't want. Push the two way, man. Move out the way. That ego and that insane desire to win cost him, literally.
Wife and daughter. He was forevermore the ghost of Sparta.
So he was.
That's such a tough name.
Really pissed off.
Slight glaze.
A new god of war.
The ghost of Sparta.
In fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them, and got some new gear out of it too. With
Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated
sea
and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like
fire, bro.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls, even the soul of Hades himself. Should have thought that one through, man.
Game is so good.
Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of...
Mind you, all of this on the PS2. On the PS2 is crazy.
Moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the
He was giving them great gods hell, bro.
Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that...
has been born from the genitals. That's such a funny word. Where the sun grew and ripped them from the elder gods. What the fuck?
Punched the universe into existence,
causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light. A frankly incomprehensible feat.
Then there's Daddy Zeus,
who proved a serious challenge until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes,
crazy
force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus.
It felt so good killing Zeus, bro.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable, non-stop killing and sex and even more killing. And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone. What was he to do?
He didn't know. he wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met Faye, his second wife. Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy...
Bro, imagine, like, as strong as Kratos was, imagine getting back shots from Kratos, man. I'm not saying I would want the back shots, but just like imagine that power. Like, imagine you a next door neighbor of Kratos, and he just thrashing Faye, just dogging her. Holy nigga, you mess around and get an earthquake out there, bitch. Holy. Quitman, she said that like you want to get the back shots. No, bro, no, bro.
Basement. Even so,
no,
he insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new boy.
Easily the toughest task he ever undertook, especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again! But hey, it wasn't great.
Yeah, I haven't played this.
Time, and Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe.
I just know the boy means
the Leviathan Axe.
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan Axe was deliberate and mighty.
Okay.
Said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe.
Okay.
It's imbued with ice magic.
Ew, that's supposed to be Thor?
And the gods fear.
Ew.
It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Asir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
Even at his age, he still got it.
Pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic.
All right,
Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Draupnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy. And
this looks good.
He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strong.
Yeah, I gotta play. This look good. Is it bad that I haven't owned a PlayStation console past 3? Is that bad? I haven't had 4 or 5.
Of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
Well, not exactly. Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own.
Man, there's some crazy spoilers.
The power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
That's the world tree, which is like a literal tree that connects the whole universe.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs.
Cool.
Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins.
Yeah, he
even taking up the blade of Olympus once again.
Even better.
Yeah, he done got a lot under his belt, bro. For sure.
Now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past. Not just a god of war,
the redemption
but a
arc.
leader, a father, and a defender. A god of hope.
Tough. Anybody going against Kratos gotta be like that. So we're gonna see what Asura got going on, man.
A demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath.
He looked tough, though. He did look tough.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma.
Dang. Put him in Marvel vs. Capcom? Okay. Good.
Dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right?
Nah.
Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional.
Dang, that aura is crazy. Nah, that's some crazy aura. I will say this though. Asura do look cooler than Kratos. They do look cooler than Kratos. For sure.
In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil. Just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra.
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy,
Which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously
That piss
Asura
off,
wasn't
yeah.
gonna go along with that.
Yeah.
So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him. What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some
That is
cursing from
cold.
a strange golden spider, he did just that with an
That's
all-new
cold.
purpose in mind.
Make the
Nigga, bro got so much hate in his heart, he can't even die. That's crazy. Man, that boy Kendrick gotta take notes, man. Man, that hate keeping his heart pumping. Holy.
the gods pay. Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods.
And
now.
then too, you got a new purpose too, like a new purpose to hate, and as like the hate already feeling you to be dumb strong, but your daughter getting kidnapped and used for war crimes, and your wife just got right in front of you. Oh man.
Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really, really, really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's
Imagine so.
power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger. Look at this.
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fists to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster.
Sound broken.
The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too,
Dang.
along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously,
TV
guys,
show of these would be
the god
fire.
Literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up.
It almost
with
looked like Mike
Kratos
God opened up
against
all his
Deus.
gates.
Awesome, they're
That
bros
eighth
again. Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst. Then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form. Finally, a power capable of much mantra that he burst. Then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000.
I ain't gonna lie, that's aura. That's aura. Ain't that joint? Look at all the God damn. Joint like a freaking demigod peacock.
His mantra form. Finally, a power capable of
that's crazy, though.
Litra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of Mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the Mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for
Of
tyranny.
course, nigga strong.
That was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet. Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form
Stand-up guy sound like.
asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
What?
Chakravartin was understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face.
Like, bro, so strong. He making a negotiation deal with the creator of the freaking universe, man. The creator of Mantra. That is crazy.
As if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of Mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu, right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything, all because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
Facts. Now I'm not gonna lie. Kratos gonna have his work cut out for him. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know he was all like that. Yo, Kratos. I'm still gonna root for Kratos, but like, man. There you go. Old Kratos. Oh man. Dang, this look good. Dang.
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia, but not for long. You do not want this fight.
I don't know. This Unk version too? You got this, Unk? Okay. Alright, he getting some good licks in. Oh, okay. They trading hits though. Man, this is tough. Think about to destroy the planet. They keep it up. W quick time event. Man, come on, Kratos, please, bro. I already put a $20 parlay on you,
Let
bro.
your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up! Very well.
There we go. Come on, Ghost of Sparta. Come on. Come on. There we go. You eat. That's so tough. That's so fun. He getting out of there. He ain't going out like that. Yeah, he ain't going out like that.
This is not my end!
Woo! Now Kratos still might got a chance. Oh my. Yeah. Lock in, up. Please. Got a $20 parlay, bro. Please. Yup. Just like before. I played these games before. There we go.
Death has not heard me yet, Titan.
Finish him. Finish him. Hey, yo.
A worthy end.
Say goodbye. Yep. Yep. Show respect to your elders, man. Well, no, he probably would. Good job, huh?
You are a monster no longer.
Wait, nah, he not dead.
I never was.
Dang, that hate couldn't save him. That's tough. Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of your kids now. Don't worry about it. Your wife is in good hands. Trust me. Damn.
KO! Well,
Good,
I guess
good, good.
Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction, but the full scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
At first glance, speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual, we look at these characters at their peak, free from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced,
Who's fastest?
Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed
I
matter
mean,
if you don't
Asura
know how to
got a
use
couple-
it?
a little
Let's
bit
go our
over him.
experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of
Rage.
punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like
Sucking them
mantra.
dry.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he could, Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do. If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
But a
Asura is
closer
definitely
examination
strong.
of their feats reveals the truth.
At
Yes,
his
I'll
peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
By measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely
That's
impressive
insane.
and unfathomable.
That's
However, the
insane.
same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos
So basically, if anything to remember, just don't piss them off. You be good. As long as you don't piss these two off, you should be, you know, you'll be better off. I'll say that. You better
do
off.
anything that
Not
matches
like
Asura,
good, but
but
you-
we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath too, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asuras, the sun rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Sir.
But what if?
Alternate ending. Oh, man. They ever done this before? Alternate ending? I don't think they have. Yeah, I can remember. Dang. God damn. Yeah. Oh my god. Overkill. You just knock him to another universe? Damn!
Concludes my pitch for Asura's
On
Red
to
2,
another
the
freaking
end.
universe. That's
Next
crazy.
time on Death Battle.
Alright, that's it. That Bowser and Eggman one was good too. Thankfully, my GOAT won. But Asura, you know, I didn't know he was like that. I did not know he was like that, bro. Like, imagine you can't even really die, and you're just fueled by hate. The hate keep your blood pumping, your heart beating. Crazy, man. That's crazy, bro. And like just the power of those two is like super, super tough. Yeah, I think they did right with this one cause looking back, it's like Kratos, like while Asura's like dumb strong. Kratos is like I said, more versatile. It has a lot more weapons. I think has more of a skill set than Asura, for sure. And then Kratos, they both went against like extremely powerful, like could destroy life itself. I think Kratos went through more powerful, like more of a number of powerful people than Asura. But man, this is a good one. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Square. I'm out.